Well, greetings and salutations, guys and girls. It's me, the Off-Grid Warrior. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Let me know in chat if audio is good. Thank you, Ranger. And hopefully it's working. Hopefully audio works the first time, the stream. I see we have a few regulars in chat. Good to see some... Ranger, come on, buddy. Good to see some regular names. Tomahawk, hello OGW. I sent you a DM in the Gab. All right, Tomahawk, I will check that out. Good to see you, sir. Glad you were able to make it. Hopefully all is well for you, sir. I'll definitely check out the GAB after the stream. Natal is here. Well, good afternoon. Good to see you, Natal. What else we got going on here? Good audio. All right, rainy day here in Idaho. Yes, it is. I guess, you know, Idaho is very much a neighbor of, let's just say, yes, Montana and Idaho are neighbors. So we've had some rain here today. So I'm guessing we're in the same loop. A little grey and overcast. Yesterday was a lot of rain, but today it's been a little bit of drizzle, minor drizzle this morning. This afternoon has been patchy with some sun, but it is nice and cool, so I'm enjoying that. All right, so for those of you who are perhaps lurking in the background and not getting involved in chat, do feel free to drop into chat and say hi. You know, just so, mainly so, you know I'm not talking to just 3 people. I can see there's a few people watching the stream. So don't be shy. Say hello. Tomahawk. So you found a puppy wandering around your mountain top. Tomahawk, don't give the story away yet, Sarah. I've got about 27 minutes worth of video for you guys, which you know you'll get to see the whole adventure unveil itself. But yes, Tomahawk, all sorts of changes up here on the mountain the last couple of days. Oh wow, I'm looking at a deer right now. A teen deer has just walked past my window, strolled by about 30 feet away. Anyways, I instantly got hungry when I saw it walking by. I know I'm bad. Okay. I would have flipped the camera for you guys so you could see it too, but you'd be staring at my kitchen, and let's just say, well, my kitchen counter right now is looks like a bomb went off. Okay, who else is here? Whispering Vines Studio, good evening, everyone. Well, Whispering Vines, hello. Good to have you here this evening. I think I was saying I had to have a 27-minute video, which is great, guys, because I know the last few ones have been into... I think the last video might have been 50 minutes. I'm sorry to have put you through that, but a short-ish one. It's funny, when I first started doing these streams, I thought, well, let's shoot, if I'm going to put videos within the stream, let's shoot for under 20 minutes. And I don't think we've had anything under 20 minutes so far, at least since, I don't know, November. They always turn out to be late 20s, 30 minutes, or like the last one, 50 minutes. Anyways, this one is short and sweet. I think you guys should enjoy it. I actually enjoyed editing this one. It was the first video in a long time where as I was editing last night at about midnight, I was enjoying the edit process. Jim is in the house. Jim, good day to you, sir. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Who else? Okay. Everybody's being super friendly. I love that. Thank you, guys. Okay, well, hopefully everybody's doing well. You know, surviving the what shall we call it, the current media onslaught of what's going on in the world. I literally don't want to look at anything right now. I was good there for about a week. I said I'm not going to partake in any. This is maybe about 3 weeks ago. I said I'm not going to partake in any kind of doom scrolling. You know, when you just endlessly scroll the feeds. I said I'm not going to do that, and it lasted for about 5 days, a week, and it was nice. It was nice. So I think I'm going to go on to one of those. Don't consume any current media. Definitely no news right now. It's very strange indeed. Anyways, hopefully everybody is doing well. And end of the weekend. I originally was hoping to shoot for... is this too loud, by the way, guys? I just noticed my gain is way up and I'm peaking somewhat. Hopefully I'm not too loud. Let me know in chat if the audio is bearable or too loud right now. I totally forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, well, I was going to shoot for a stream on Saturday, but let's just say with the new visitor, I'm trying not to give any names at this point. You know, I don't really want to get attached, but let's just say the new visitor has kept me busy since Friday afternoon. So the stream didn't quite happen on Saturday and just got pushed to today. But hopefully I'm not confusing everybody with jumping around Saturday or Sunday. Hopefully I'll dial this in at some point. But thank you. Thank you, everybody, for swinging by. Natal, I think you got a gift from God. I don't know. That's quite a sense of humor. If it is a gift, you know, I'm constantly concerned about feeding one dog and my chickens. 2 dogs is going to be that's been my primary thought the last couple days. As I drift into, let's give this cute, sweet puppy a name, and wouldn't it be nice for Ranger to have a buddy? And I immediately go to, I go to feed 2 dogs. So that's my number one concern right now. We're actually I ran out of dog food for Ranger today. I'm staring at an empty bag right now, and I have maybe about 2 fistfuls of dog food to get us through to tomorrow. Where is it? Here's my dog food for the rest of today and tomorrow morning. So I've been, let's just say, cooking all the quail eggs. Everybody around here except me has been eating eggs the last 2 days. Eggs mixed into their food, so we're making do. Ranger's sniffing the dog food bag right now because he got a very light meal early on. Anyways, audio is good. Thank you, Whispering Vines. I just happened to notice there I was peeking into the red, so it's at least bearable. Okay, Tomahawk was playing baseball with grandkids yesterday. I would have missed the show. Well, that sounds awesome, Tomahawk. What a good way to spend time with the grandkids doing that. That's fantastic. Wiffle ball. I'm not actually not sure what wiffle ball is. Is that where you put a ball on a stand and knock it off the stand? I don't know. You guys can let me know. Okay, well, where were we? Yeah, so hopefully everybody's had a good weekend. I know it's back to the grind tomorrow for a lot of us. By us, I mean not me. I do have to get into town. You'll see in the video, I've been trying to get to town since Friday afternoon, but let's just say things happened. And I tried again to do it on Saturday. That didn't happen. And then I thought Sunday, but I really need to get to the mailbox, and my mailbox is closed on the weekends. No access to mail on the weekends. So that's why I've kind of pushed this whole dog food thing through till Monday to getting into town, because I didn't want to have to do 2 trips back to back with the gasoline situation. I don't know, we might see some increasing prices with gasoline coming up here shortly. Who knows? Anyways, we won't get into that topic. Right, so hopefully the quality of the video isn't too bad. I know we've had some issues the last couple streams. I think maybe in the last one where it perhaps wasn't ideal to watch. So I want to thank you folks for bearing with me on the last stream, or the one before that, where the quality wasn't that great. It's tough for me being on satellite. I'm kind of at the mercy of what's happening in the atmosphere. And I noticed, just looking at my bandwidth and dropped frames, the software that I'm streaming with lets me know if there's any issues. And it seems to be stable right now, but who knows? So let me know if things get weird, folks. Did I miss any questions? Okay, well, I guess we'll get going with the video, and we shall fire it up. I think I got it going here. I do have my water that I've boiled, so once we start the video, I'm going to get my coffee ready so I can enjoy the video too. I actually haven't watched the entire video after putting the edit together, so hopefully I haven't made any boo-boos. Family Plan, greetings. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully all is well for you. Okay, so let's fire up the video. If anybody's watching the stream for the first time and you're wondering what is going on here, well, what I do is I try to capture some of my week, the things that happen up here on the mountain during the week, shenanigans, tree cutting, dog issues, hauling water, hauling gasoline. We have a few projects coming up here. But anyways, I put together a little video, and then, we watch the video during the stream. I'll be watching at the same time. So if anybody has any questions, if you want to comment on what you're seeing, I'll be answering. And we have a good group of people in chat here. We do like to chat and, make suggestions too. So constructive criticism is accepted as well. So go ahead. And then after the stream, we just hang out and chat for a while. That's how we roll around here. Okay. Let's get to it. I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. Like I said, I really enjoyed putting this one together. It's nice when the video comes together unplanned and, things just happen. I enjoy that. So, okay. Let's go. Let me know once we get, you guys know the drill. Once the video starts, let me know if audio is good. Well, greetings and salutations, guys and girls. It's me, the off-grid warrior and ranger. He's cruising around the hood within within eyesight. We've got to keep him close. It is a beautiful day today. It's about noon, and it's my birthday. So I decided the best thing I could do on my birthday is laundry. Yep. It's you know, always a party up here, guys. Well, we're getting there. A few more rinse cycles to go. Usually I'm listening to music. Got the old record player out and a fistful of dollars. Ranger's chewing his cud. Yeah, I wish you guys could listen to the awesome tunes that I'm listening to, but you know, we live in such a litigious society. Corporations, everybody wants their $1, and if I just have, you know, 3 seconds of faint music in the background, my video will be taken down because of, you know, copyright infringement. Yeah, it's looking good. We got laundry all over the place, guys. Yeah. Don't ask me about that, alright? No comment. There we go. Warm shower this afternoon, boys. Looking forward to that. Nice. Now, gents, nothing I do here is a tutorial. Definitely have all your safety gear on when you do this. You know, be safe. Wear your chainsaw pants, steel-toed boots. You know, good eye protection. I prefer Ray-Ban, and a definite must for me because I'm already deaf. Some, you know, earmuffs. Perfect. Well, folks, last night was interesting. We had a little bit of a kerfuffle, and Ranger was growling. And I came out here, and there was movement at the gate right here, and Ranger was on red alert, ran to the corner over here. And I'm just looking at things now, and I can see the grass has been trampled down here. There's a little pathway. You can see the grass is trampled, and then I noticed some of Ranger's hair, and what looks like a spot where something had been laying. That Ranger's hair there is from a pile. Well, I'm just hooked onto the fence right now. Got my jacket hooked. Yeah, that hair over there is from a pile that I have located on the other side of the chicken coop there. It's when I vacuum the cabin, you know, we get a lot of dog hair, so I dump it on a pile back there, and so some of it is now laying over here with clearly tramped down grass. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Ah, there he is. It is I don't know, I wouldn't call it a dreary day, but you know, it's a drizzly day. Whoa. Oh boy. That's not good. Ranger! Hey! We've got, what's going on here? Hey! Hey! Ranger! What is going on here? That's Ranger. What is that? Another dog? Okay. Stay. Is this a good idea or a bad idea? As much as I want to help this doggo out, I have no idea who doggo could belong to. Doesn't look like any of the local dogs that I know. So I'm not quite sure what to do. I put Ranger in the back of the van, and I think what I'm going to do is climb in the back of the van and then drive out of here slowly, because I'm not sure what's going on. Hey buddy, come on. Ay ay ay. Okay guys, we're entering in the back. Ranger, move. going to gently move the vehicle from this location. Well, that dog is not looking too healthy. Oh man. Hey puppy! Hi! Hi! Ranger, stay here. Stay here. Stay here. Oh man. Puppy, hi! Hi! Ranger, you be nice. Stay. Okay guys, I gotta deal with this somehow. Oh boy. Ranger, stay here. Hi puppy. Ranger, stay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ranger, stay. Stay. Hey, stay, stay. Stay. Ranger, stay. Stay. Hey, puppy. Ranger! Ranger, stay. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. Hi. Hi. Did somebody drop you off? Oh, yeah. No, 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 no. Stay, stay. No, no. Down, down. Oh, boy. No, no. Down. Down. Oh, boy. Oh, man. A cute little dog. Oh, no. Down. Oh, boy. What am I getting into here? No, no. Down. Down. Down, down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shame. Oh shame. Okay guys, I'm gonna put the camera down and just deal with this situation. Oh man. Oh boy, that doggie's looking definitely a little hungry. Ranger's going berserk in the van, of course. See, there's a bone over here. Poor guy. Hi. Why? One day I'm got no time to get to town. It's Friday. I have to get to town. And now I got this poor pup. I can't leave him here. And I can't do anything with him now with the Ranger, so he's definitely hungry, so. Okay, what to do? Well, I already have a dog that's pretty jealous and you know, very attached to me, so I don't know. Come here, Ranger. Good boy. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Hey, hey. No, no. No, no. You're not going in there. Definitely knows what a car is. Hey, come on. Okay. Okay. No, no. Be good. Right, just wants to play. Oh boy, yep. Good times. puppy. What are we going to do with you, huh? So I've decided to head down the mountain. Clearly we're not getting into town today. So I decided to head down the mountain here and do the little hike to my closest neighbors and perhaps ask them if they can solve the mystery. Hey, we're going to solve your mystery, buddy. Perhaps they know something about doggo here. I doubt they will have any info for me, but you never know. And I literally have I don't know, 3 or 4 bowls of food left for Ranger. So I know they have a few dogs. Maybe they'll be kind enough to share some dog food so I can get this puppy through the weekend. I can make a decision here. I definitely can't have another dog. I can't keep 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 another dog. Well, here we are. Unfortunately, the neighbor didn't have an idea as to who the dog belongs to, but did see this doggo a week ago down here in the valley in the woods. So we know doggo's been up here at least for a week, or in this area, fending for itself. So I was also fortunate enough to get a bag of dog food here, help out, since I only have a few bowls left for Ranger. I guess we will have to figure out a plan here, folks. Glad today's nice and cool. What do you say? Yeah. Okay, so we're good. Onwards. Ranger. Come on. Well, welcome home, off-grid family. Welcome home. Come on, Ranger. Come on. Come on. Well, here we are in the quail coop, and it's been a couple days since I've collected eggs. I see there's quite a few. And what I'm going to be doing is tonight our new buddy, our visitor that we have, is going to get some delicious, yummy quail eggs in his food. So, Doggo, the new Doggo visitor, I almost said family member, the new Doggo visitor is definitely looking a little hungry, a little starved. Now that we're back from our walk and I've kind of been watching him, he's definitely hurting a little bit, and definitely some malnutrition there. So I'm sure some yummy, delicious cooked quail eggs in the dry food will go down pretty well. Yeah, let's hunt for quail eggs. Well, bag of quail eggs. Hey, buddy. Look what I got for you. Yummy, yummy, delicious. I got you some nice chow here, buddy. You hungry? Oh, yeah. Oh. Hang on, doggo. Ready, buddy? Oh, yeah. Got some seriously good food there. That your first time having quail eggs? Did you get some meat on this body? My goodness, you are rib cage showing when you lay down, buddy. Oh man, you're the skinny boys. We gotta get you fixed up. Oh yeah, that's nice. Well, it's getting dark out here, but we've got a little spot for our visitor underneath a bench here. Nice thick moving blanket and a little pink soft blanket. Doing everything that I can with what I got. Doggo has eaten, I don't know, 4.5 bowls of food. He definitely gobbled down the quail eggs. The scramble didn't get through all of this dry kibble, so I don't know, we shall see. Who knows how long he's been out here. He might have mouth or teeth problems. Eating the harder stuff might be difficult for him, but he just threw down the soft eggs like it was nobody's business. So I'm going to reach out to somebody who, is on the whole Facebook thing and some of the groups around this area to perhaps put an advertisement out or find out if anybody's missing a dog. I need to reach out to that person and do that. And tomorrow, hopefully I can get to town. And this dog really needs some kind of soft, meaty food. Perhaps the kind of dog food that's in a can. That sort of stuff. Just to get him through this period. This dry kibble that I have might be a little tough for him. But and I need to get ranger food. I'm going to be out of dog food here pretty soon. So we'll see what I can scrape together tomorrow in town and see what happens. But we're going to leave Doggo out here for the evening. We'll be checking on him. Really not moving much right now. Just exhausted. Poor guy. Anyways, that's the report. Cheers. Okay, I think I'm back. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Audio check. Anyways, that was the excitement this weekend. It was me heading down the mountain, hoping to get to town to check mail and hopefully get dog food for Ranger. And lo and behold, we found another dog. So the weekend took an unexpected turn, and Doggo's been really good. I haven't let the visitor in. You see, I'm avoiding giving Doggo any names just yet, but I do like the name Scout. Tomahawk, that's a good one. I'll file that back here somewhere, and when I pull the trigger, maybe, that could be a good name. Anyways, yes, I haven't let Doggo visitor into the shack, and he seems to be fine just sleeping out on the deck, and he just hangs out there all day and waits for me to come out and feed him. At which point he gobbles down all the food that I have in the bowl. So I think he's having a problem with, or was having a problem with some of the kibble being too dry. I think there may be some damage in his mouth. So after the first couple bowls, I figured out I need to put some hot water in the kibble, soften it up a little bit, and then mix in some scrambled eggs. So that's what he's been doing for meals, and he seems to be gobbling the entire bowl up now that I soften everything for him. So anyways, but he's a very good dog. It's almost weird having a dog that walks next to me, having dealt with a Ranger for 3.5 years now. Ranger couldn't care about me when we're outdoors. He just disappears. I constantly have to call him and keep him in check or on a leash. But it's been really weird having a dog that just hangs out at my ankle. I'm not quite sure what to do. But he's got a great temperament and very loving. So, I don't know. I just don't know what's going to happen. I haven't heard back from the person who's put out some ads on Facebook and I guess some local sites for lost dogs. I haven't heard back from them. I'll check in tomorrow with them. As some of you know, I don't have a cell phone here, and if it's not like I'm connected all the time. So I'll check in with them tomorrow and see if they've got anybody reach out to them. Anyways, so I don't want to get too attached to this dog right now, but who knows. The other option is to look at an animal shelter, which, I don't know, I don't have good vibes about taking dogs to animal shelters. I'd be, what happens if nobody adopts the dog? What do they do? So anyways, all sorts of things going on that I'm thinking about, but, don't want to get too attached, even though I might already be attached. Just keeping it honest. All right, I think I may have missed a few messages there. Yeah, thank you guys. Whispering Vines. Whispering Vines, in the description to this video, I just picked a few items on Amazon. They're Amazon links. One is the dry food that I use for Ranger. It's a bag of dry food that seems to do Ranger's been doing really well on it. It's called Victor. It's high protein and it's available on Amazon. And then the other two are just cans of wet food. I don't feed Ranger wet food, but I think this dog, in the state that it's in, could probably do with some wet food. I think we need to get weight on the dog. And I think the wet, fatty food would be better. Also, I'm thinking this dog's been up here for a long time, obviously more than a week, quite easily a couple of weeks. He's really pretty thin. I don't know if you guys could see that, but he's super thin, doesn't weigh very much for a dog his size. When I touch him or pat him, it's literally, I feel skin and bones. I don't know how much longer he would have lasted out here and what he had been doing. But he's literally just skin on top of bones. And I didn't see any wounds. There's nothing on the exterior of him that looks like I need to be concerned about it, besides the fact that he's almost a skeleton. So I think the wet food would just be a little bit better. That's why I put a link for the wet food. Just temporarily, at least to feed him, maybe with some kibble. Anyways, I don't know. I'm not a dog expert, guys. Clearly, you've seen how a Ranger behaves. I clearly don't know what to do with dogs. So, anyways, if anybody can help out with, check out those links, or even the PayPal link would help a lot right now. I am heading into town tomorrow, and I'd like to get him to the vet and just have a checkup in case there's something I'm missing. I've been checking his poop as well, and I'm not seeing anything crazy like worms wriggling around or anything odd. But then again, I'm no dog poop expert, so I could be missing something. But I was a little concerned that if he does have something, he could pass it on to Ranger. But besides looking skinny, I'm not seeing anything of huge concern. Okay. Oh, I'm getting some messages here that there's some YouTube errors. Let me know, guys, if you can still hear me. Are we still live? Jim. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not a dog whisperer, Jim. Definitely not. I think I'm not using this as an excuse, but a bird dog or a hunting dog is a hound definitely is on the special needs category, and I clearly was not prepared, or I clearly don't have the skills to train that kind of dog. Yeah, let me know, folks, if we're still streaming. I've just got another poor quality error message from YouTube, so let me know what's happening, guys. I apologize if I've missed some messages here. Action-packed trip into town. I vote for Scout. Wow, you guys are really egging me on here with adoption of this dog. Aren't you tired of hearing me ask for support? A second dog, I'm going to have to ramp up my shilling, guys, if I need to feed a second dog. Anyways, what we got here? Little one looks like he might get to a big boy. Yeah, Mr. Gas, his paws, I notice his two paws are bigger. His two front paws are wider than Ranger's currently. it almost looks like he's got some kind of fin, like a webbed foot for a dog. Well, it's not webbed, but it's just splayed out super flat, that it's wider than Ranger's front paws. And Ranger has some big front paws. So either this mutt's going to grow into something good, or, you just never know. I'm not sure what mix it is. I don't know if you guys have any ideas on what you think he may be. There's definitely a couple mixes in there at least. I'm here, just don't feel good today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Racy. Hopefully you're feeling better sooner rather than later. Okay. Sending you a new DM on the GAB, Tomahawk. I will look at that after the stream. Natal, I like Scout, but he's lucky that you found him in the woods. Yeah, I don't know how much longer he had. Probably, I don't know, a week or two more. I don't know. That's a wild guess, but like I say, he's literally skin on bones. I was looking at him laid down, and his ribs were sticking out. One of his ribs looked like it was protruding, and I kind of felt it because I thought he might have a broken rib or something. So it's another reason why I would like to get him to a vet. I'm not. After feeling the rib, I thought, well, maybe not, and it hasn't. I haven't seen it again stick out like that. So. And I think I need a professional opinion on this doggo, and I don't know if anybody can help out with that. There's the PayPal link. I'm going into town tomorrow. It's just zero funds for anything beyond gas and maybe some groceries right now. Anyways, let me pull this up. Awkward silence, awkward silence. Come on. Yeah, in the description to the video, there's the two links for wet food. I realized that the first link I put in there seemed a little expensive for wet food, so I put a second link in there for a brand that I know that I think is fairly decent but not as expensive. So that's why there's that second option there. I think that wet food costs a little less. Come on. Having some technical issues here, guys. I apologize. Okay, where are we? Family plan, you are live. Oh, I'm way behind you. Okay, thank you. Miss Racist Pics, I hear you. You're live. Sounds good. Tomahawk, I have to go to the store right now to get your card and mail it. Tomahawk, thank you, mate. Drive safe, all right? Don't race to the store. We'll chat to you soon. Thank you, Tomahawk. Stream is fine here. Okay. Family plan, there was a couple of frozen frames, but it's normal now. Okay, great, guys. Thank you. Thank you. John off Grid Garage. Did I miss you? Did I say hi to you? I apologize if I missed you somewhere there, John off Grid Garage. Good to see you. You're still popping up as a moderator, John off Grid Garage. Again, you have such power. You're the official moderator, I guess. Mr. Gas, Great Dane. Hang on, you think that there's some Great Dane in this doggo? I don't know. I'm not seeing Great Dane. He's definitely got some brindle coloring there. The black snout, I don't know, could be like lab and something, black lab and something else. Who knows? He looks like full-blooded mutt. Well, I don't think, there's no argument, Natal. He's definitely a mutt. Definitely a mutt. I agree with you, but at least he's a big mutt. I don't know what I would have done if I found a little mutt chihuahua underneath my van. I'm not sure what I would have done. I probably would have kept on driving if a chihuahua popped out. I know, that's mean. I'm kidding. Or not. I don't know. John of the Garage, I'm being good. Thank you, sir. Waiting on the coffee to get done. Yeah, I actually drank a rather large cup of coffee as I was watching the video with you guys, so downed it. I usually have eggs in every single meal that I eat, just because it's readily available. But these two dogs have taken all my eggs the last 2 days, trying to stretch their food out. But both of them love it, especially this. Well, you saw this new little visitor when that was the first bowl I attempted. Actually, that was the third bowl he had that day, but the first bowl with egg in it. He almost ate the spoon. Okay. Miss Racy, he looks handsome, the dog you found. Yeah, for a mutt. I've seen some mutts that I don't think you could call handsome, but he's not bad. He's not bad. He's got quite piercing eyes. Every time I go out there and he just sits there and stares up at me and has these very loving eyes, which pierce my soul. Okay, where are we? I had fresh eggs and sausage today. Oh yeah, I could do with some sausage. Whispering Vine Studio, maybe a Rhodesian Ridgeback lab mix. I'm actually a huge fan of the Rhodesian Ridgebacks, Whispering Vines. As a young boy growing up in South Africa, we had 2 Rhodesian Ridgebacks. And I remember it wasn't long after we had them. You know, we had to put these Ridgebacks on these overhead wires. So we had this wire run around the house. This is a farm. So we had a wire run, so these dogs were hooked up all the time into this wire run and could move completely around the house. But somehow they both broke off one day. And we got a call from a neighboring farmer, and he said, your dogs are out in my fields. And I remember running out the back with my dad, and we got the binoculars, and they're quite a ways away. You could see these hundreds of sheep running over these hills, and then behind the sheep were these 2 brown dots. The Ridgebacks were just chasing hundreds of sheep all over the mountains. We lived out in the middle of nowhere in South Africa and farmed. So, Ridgebacks are great dogs, but they need to have space, and definitely not an urban breed, I would consider. But I'd love to have Ridgebacks out here. I mean, I'd feel very safe with Ridgebacks. But I'm not sure if there's Ridgeback in them. He's kind of got longish hair, unlike Ridgebacks. Typically, coloring with Ridgebacks are kind of a ginger blonde, but who knows? I feel like there could be a black lab in the nose and snout, the size of the snout and its shape, but then I'm not sure what that second one would be. Natal, keep my eyes. Keep my eyes on what? You're gonna have to clarify that, Natal. Did I miss anything from you guys there? I apologize if I did. I know I've babbled on before about eyesight, but I'm definitely having some weirdness happen in my right eye with this cataracts growing over. It seems to be whatever's happening is happening pretty fast. I find myself squinting just outdoors now. So whatever's going on has literally come on just in the last few months with eyesight. It's a little concerning, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. No, dog has keep me eyes. Oh, okay, I got you. Well, Natal and others, don't encourage me to add another family member. I mean, yes, there's a quarter of me already that's considering it, but sometimes one has to make mature decisions based on reality, which I'm not very good at, clearly, considering my lifestyle. Anyways, we shall see. We shall see. You know, we'll start with if we get any replies on the lost dog post that's been put out. If nothing comes from that, I will ponder a shelter, dog shelter, but something about that doesn't feel right. So we shall see. Miss Racy speaks, my favorite dog is a lab chow mix. I had one when I was a little girl. I took her for walks every day. One day a man tried scratching me up, but my dog drew blood on the man. She was a true protector. Yeah, dogs are great companions, and I guess if you got the right dog, a good protector. I'm trying to think of a lab chow mix. That must have been... I can't even imagine what that looks like, Miss Racy. Oh, snatching you. Snatching you. Oh, boy. Glad you missed that one. Yeah. I am an Italian mutt. John of Grid Garage. Italian mutt. Well, I think a lot of people are. A lot of people are mutts of some sort. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if I'm a big fan of using mutt in that context, but yes, I understand. I understand. Italian and something else mixed. I wouldn't say if you're Italian American, I wouldn't call that a mutt. Okay, what else? Did I miss anything there? Jim, would the dog shelter have a vet that could check him out, save the dollars? Jim, I didn't think about that. I'm going to have to do a bit of research on where or if there's a dog shelter around here. Perhaps tomorrow when I get into town, I will go and ask somebody. I know a couple pet folks. Maybe I'll swing by them first and see if they can perhaps direct me or let me know where or if there is a shelter, and I'll swing by and talk to them. I've never dealt with a shelter before and didn't ponder that, but yeah, it's a good idea, Jim. I will. I'll look into that tomorrow when I head into town. Before I go into vets. Well, I mean, I'm not going to any vet unless there's like there's a donor or something. There's just no funds for that. But that would be a good option to check out, regardless. So yeah, thanks, Jim. Good idea. Somebody's thinking around here. So yeah, coming up here this week, I think we need to get another tree or two down, cut, and then within the next couple of weeks, we need to start splitting. Everything that I cut down and stack, we need to start splitting. The tree that you saw me cut in this video, that needs obviously to be split sooner rather than later, but at least 2 more trees down and split. I don't have many dead standing trees around here or anything near that I can haul. So I'm going to have to figure something out here. I don't really want to be cutting anything that's not dead. So we need to go find them. So that's the next priority here. Winter firewood is, I start thinking about winter firewood, in spring. It's a never-ending chore and thought every year. So that's got to happen. I think I've probably given up on the greenhouse. I don't think much is going to happen in the greenhouse this year. Greenhouse is a bit of a flop. So we shall see what needs to happen here. I'd like to get in perhaps another camping trip. It's a little difficult now with these doggos, but I'd like to do another overnighter, a hammock trip somewhere, and possibly put out another video, another little camping video. We shall see. What have we got here? A Whispering Vine Studio, Lincoln County Animal Shelter. I don't know how close that is, but they are supposed to be caring. Okay. Lincoln County Animal Shelter. I'll look that up. I just thought I would give the, posts on Facebook and whatever other groups there are. I thought I'd give that a try first. Lost dog. Did you lose a dog in this area? I haven't placed the post. Somebody else has done that for me. Just because I don't really interact on Facebook. Don't want to interact on Facebook, and because I'm not connected all the time up here with a cell phone. It's kind of pointless. People trying to contact me. So somebody else is doing that for me, and I think we'll give that a try first. We'll give that a few days before I go into the potential animal shelter option. Mr. Gas, my woodshed is 80% full. That would last a few years if it don't get really cold. How many cords of wood do you store, Mr. Gas? What is 80% is, what are we talking cord-wise? Tomahawk, back on now. Geez, Tomahawk, you ran to town? You went to town and you got back in a short time? Oh, that sounds deluxe. I don't know if I want to be that close to any town. John Off Grid Garage, yeah, it's good to have firewood for winter. Yeah, John Off Grid, you guys are, yeah, you rely on winter wood for heat like I do. It's not we're not doing this just for fun, for coziness. It's for survival, right? It's actually quite comforting or fun at times to, over the years of living off-grid out in the boonies, there's been times where, I've been merrily doing my thing, and then I do a trip into town only to find out that, town hasn't had electricity for 2 days. And, everybody's freaking out. No electricity, no lights. The supermarkets, local grocery doesn't have power to their fridges. These are small towns. And so, everybody's panicked. But when you live out in the woods like this, it's, those things can happen and I wouldn't know or care. Anyways, we do it for survival. Yeah, awesome, guys. Lee M, where's the puppy? Well, hello, Lee M. I don't think I've seen your name before. Welcome. Now, Lee M, if you go back in the stream, you'll have to rewatch it. There is a 27-minute video with the whole puppy story. You can watch it and get the full story. Puppy right now though is outside. I don't want to encourage this strange visitor pup inside. If it can remain an outdoor pup, I'd rather have it do that. I live in a small cabin, a dog and one man in here, and it's full already. So I don't think I want to deal with 2 dogs and myself in this tiny cabin. So fortunately, the pup is quite happy being outside. It's not whining to get inside. It seems to be very content. Last night was a little cold, or was it the night before? A little chilly, and it had rained, so Doggo was wet. And puppy seemed just fine outside, even though it was chill. It curled up underneath the bench on the deck and was fine. So we're gonna just encourage puppy to be outdoor puppy for now. Okay, where were we? Mr. Gas, you were getting back to me on how many cords? 12 by 12 by 7 foot high. Okay. Trying to figure that out in cords. Family plan. 15-minute cities have their benefits. Really? What benefit would that be? Mainly off-grid. Well, greetings, mainly off-grid. Good to see you again. Welcome. Jim Tomahawk is wearing his Go Fasts. Oh boy, you guys. Yeah, Tomahawk, what did you get onto? The 1100 Suzuki? Okay. 7.8 chords, family plan. You did the math on that. Family plan, you're a genius. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I think if I can have 2 chords, actually one chord can get me through a winter if I skimp and I only use it when I need it. If I can shoot for just 2 chords, 2 chords would be more than enough, and I can be very comfortable throughout winter, unless it's some kind of apocalyptic mega freeze winter. But 2 chords would be more than enough. 1.5 chords, more than enough. Split and ready to go is all I need. It's the advantage of living in a shoe, guys. Or no, let's call this a boot. I live in a boot, so 1.5 chords is fine. I feel like I may have missed a few chats there. I apologize if I did, folks. Miss Racy speaks, we cook on the wood heater. It has a flat surface for cooking. Miss Racy, is that your sole way of cooking, on the wood stove? No other options? Is that your, every night you cook on a wood stove? Or do you have another option? John of Grid Garage Wood. Gotcha. Gotcha. Whispering Vance, Tomahawk, you're a wonderful supporter. Yeah, Tomahawk, mate. Thank you. Thank you very much. There's really a couple of you guys, regular guys, that have helped up considerably. There's a person out there that has helped me with dog food, has actually sent dog food, that Victor dog food I've discussed. Actually, I think 3 bags at this point over the last few months, coming out of winter. So I think that person may be on tonight. I'm not sure, but if you are, thank you very much for helping me out with dog food. Huge help. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate all you guys. Whether you can support or not, just having you here hanging out is good enough for me. Thank you, guys. Hate to bring it up, but your sidekick is being quiet. Oh, wait, hang on. Before that was, yeah, we had a really bad storms knocking power out, but we had power from the solar. Okay. Hate to bring it up, but your sidekick is being quiet. Jim, yeah, isn't it wonderful when my sidekick's quiet? We actually did do a walk before the stream. We probably did about 3.5, 4 miles. We got back maybe about 2 hours before the stream started. So both these little boogers are tapped out right now. And that's really what I should shoot for every single stream. Before every stream is have Ranger pooped out. Because, yeah, I apologize, guys. You know, a Ranger can be a special needs kind of dog. I'm not sure who reared him to be that way. Who trained my dog? It's a bad trainer. Tomahawk. I went 90 miles per hour each way. I live in a small village, and DG is a little drive away. 2016 Chevy pickup. 354 horsepower. What do you do to that thing? Is that normal? That's awesome, Tomahawk. Thank you. V8. John of Grid Garage. Didn't you have a little cubic wood stove? I do, John of Grid Garage. That cubic wood stove was very well built. The problem with it is because it's such a small mini wood stove, it doesn't last very long. So, 3 hours, 4 hours in winter, and you've got to stock it up again, clean it out and stock it up. That's not really enough to get through an evening. The small stove that I have now just gets through. If I stoke it up before I go to bed, let's say, 10, 11 p.m., I get it stoked up and go to bed. When I wake up in the morning, it's just starting to get cold in here. That's through winter. Now that cubic wood stove you're talking about is half the size of that. So as nice and as cute as that cubic wood stove is, it just didn't last very long, and it wouldn't do well in this space. This small cabin is too big for that little stove. So that's ideal for, it's almost toy-like, maybe a small tiny room, half this size it could work in, but it's almost a novelty. It needs to be used in a tiny space if you're being serious about getting through an actual winter, North American winter. Anyways, hopefully that makes sense. But I love it. I still have that stove. It's down in the valley in a tote right now. I was actually thinking of building some kind of banya or some kind of sweat lodge. Could be an Indian teepee-styled sweat lodge for winter up here. Complete with the rocks and the little fireplace. Someplace I can go sit in winter, in my underwear and just like sweat. I think that might be a real fun project to perhaps start thinking about now and get it built before winter. So I don't know, maybe that stove would come into play in a little structure like that. That'd be awesome. We shall see. We cook on the wood stove during the winter. We use electric or gas in the summer. Okay, that makes sense. But you have the electric or gas option in winter if you need it. I mean, when you're running a wood stove just to like survive and stay warm throughout winter and every day and evening, it makes sense to be cooking on that as well. I mean, why do anything else? Tomahawk, my son is a NASCAR mechanic and makes my truck stronger and more faster than the normal V8. That's awesome. That's awesome, Tomahawk. I need a son or a contact like that to get my pickup truck running. Anyways, that's awesome. Family plan. 2 dogs are better than one. They keep each other occupied. Well, family plan. Why are you doing that to me, sir? Why are you making so much sense? Off-grid garage. Miss Tracy cooks on hot plates a lot. Okay, I love the crock pot. Yeah, I enjoy the crock pot, but I would have to run a generator for a crock pot. And, crock pots take multiple hours to cook whatever you're cooking in them. So I don't think it would be feasible for me, at least, to run a generator to operate a crock pot. That's just, I don't know, how are you guys doing that? My batteries would definitely not maintain a crock pot for 4 or 6 hours of cook time. I think some of you guys have seen, don't ask me how I ended up with this or why. This was actually the last purchase I made, my last silly purchase I made, and I think it only cost $70 or $80, but an air fryer. Somebody started talking about an air fryer, and then I got to see an air fryer that they use. And, some of you may know, I do like the old chicken wings. It's chicken wings and dulce de leche ice cream are kind of at they are the pinnacle of my food pyramid. Dulce de leche ice cream and good chicken wings. Yeah, right at the top, guys. So when I saw this little air fryer and then looked into them and discovered I could, get a good one for like $70, $80. And the cook time in an air fryer is really short too. So for me to run my generator, to run a air fryer, air fryers cook meals in, I do a bag of chicken wings in 16 minutes, and they come out crispy, cooked to the bone, absolutely delicious. I've done quail. When I had to dispatch 3 of my quail in winter, I put them in the air fryer, and they came out crispy, delicious. So this little air fryer, I fire up the generator. It runs for 16 minutes, and I have like delicious, crispy, juicy bird. It's a game changer. Not really. It's not a game changer, guys. It's a fun changer. So I just need to figure out how to make dulce de leche ice cream now, and I'll be a millionaire up here at that point with those 2 items. I was thinking about the same thing on the stove. Gotcha. I miss Ashley here, and you feel it full last all night, but cooking on it, not so much. Sorry, John, off-grid garage. I missed the your sentence there on you miss cooking on it so much. Okay, mainly off-grid. We just made kielbasa and beans on 2-burner Temu propane stove. Worked amazing. I'm not sure what a Temu propane stove is. Temu is that a Chinese, like Amazon or something? I'm not sure. Is that just like a propane 2-burner? That's awesome. Oh man, guys, you're talking about dinner now, and when you start talking about meat, I'm on my, I know, I keep on finding tins of tuna, but I know for sure now, I have I have 3 food totes, and I've been through all of them now searching for meat products, and I've got 1 lost can of tuna, and some couscous. I think that's what's going to be for dinner tonight. I've got that couscous you can make in a pot, and it's good in like 5-6 minutes. So I do my couscous and tuna. That'll be my meal tonight. And I'm definitely hungry. You guys are talking about all these delicious sausages. That's awesome. Royalty just subscribed. Welcome, Royalty. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Whispering Vines Studio. I use the Instapot a lot. Much shorter cooking time than the crock pot. Yeah, I am familiar with the Instapots too. I did look at the Instapot when I was doing my research into the air fryer. And it looks like a good option. Again, it's for a guy on a generator. Well, I cook on propane, right? I have one of those Coleman propane camping stoves, and I run it off larger, like RV-sized propane tanks, which reminds me I need to get a propane refill soon. This is my last tank, and anyways. So most of my cooking is done on this Coleman camp stove, but yeah, when I was doing my research there, I did look at the Instapots, but still the cook time on those are longer than what an air fryer can do. But yeah. And then, of course, there's times in winter that I'll cook outside. If I've got a fire going outside in my little metal teepee, you guys have seen it outside. I have done some cooking on that. When I was, last year I grew quite a few beetroots and I pickled them. So when I cooked the beetroots for pickling, I did them all on the wood fire outside. I love hot chicken wings. I mean, who doesn't love hot chicken wings? But good chicken wings, I'm a bit of a chicken wing aficionado. And sushi the same way. I'm very particular about my chicken wings and sushi. I know those are two very separate things. I can't remember the last time I had sushi. Sushi is probably one of my favorite cuisines, but, when you live out in the mountains, away from any major town, sushi is not really something that is an option. But I do miss the sushi. I think growing up, spending so many years out at sea, always having fresh fish available, probably got me locked into eating fish, raw fish. We used to catch a large tuna just off the back of the sailboat. When you're crossing the ocean, you're always fishing. When you're on a slow boat, you're fishing. And the tuna would come up onto the back of the boat, and you could fillet the tuna right on the back of the deck, and just take thin slivers of the tuna and eat it raw. And this thing was swimming just 10 minutes ago. That's the best way to go. Royalty just subscribed. Welcome, Royalty. Where are we? We're covering all the topics today, folks. Okay. Server rack batteries, very helpful for cooking and stuff. They're coming down on the price. Server rack batteries, interesting. Okay, I've never really looked into server rack batteries. We're talking about computer servers and batteries that power those servers as backup. That's interesting. Mainly off-grid. Temu is definitely cheap. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with... So I was right about that then, mainly off-grid. That's the like kind of Chinese Amazon, something like that. Yeah, I have no problem with that. I mean, let's face it, guys. Let's be honest. There's not a household in America that you can go into that doesn't have, 60-70% of its items are made in China. I don't have a problem with that. There's a lot of weirdness around this topic right now, but as far as the pocketbook is concerned, you got to go with what's affordable and works. And most of it comes from China. That's the reality. I actually recently, well, I won't say recently, I canceled my Amazon Prime several months ago before it renewed. I know it seems like Amazon Prime and Amazon has just gone up and up and up in year. Every year you're just paying a huge amount. So I think it was last year before Christmas I canceled my Prime so it wouldn't renew. I mean, I think it just expired maybe a month or two ago. But I wasn't going to pay the $140 or $150 just to have Amazon Prime. And I'm not sure why I even used it for like quicker shipping. I gave up on Amazon Prime movies a long time ago. I just got sick and tired of being having to see nonsense that I wasn't interested in watching being advertised in front of me all the time when I went onto Amazon. Anyways, that's another story. Where are we? Temu is an app you use to buy stuff on. Got it. What is the shipping time on things on Temu? Do you get them relatively, fast? Does it compare to Amazon? I've never placed an order or signed up for it. Is it similar to Amazon in if you have a problem with an item, is it easy to send back, or does it take a while to receive? I'm guessing a lot of this stuff, since it's popular here in the US or being used, a lot of this product ships from within the US. I don't know. Natal, I had couscous and vegetable for lunch. Oh, nice. Where's the meat? Did you have meat with your couscous? I'm definitely, I don't know if it's an old school thing or just how I've been brought up. Like a meal for me without some kind of protein is, I have eaten a lot of meals without meat, but I prefer there to be a big chunk of animal on it or fish. Call me old school. We used to have a Ashley wood stove, very efficient, more than a stove that we have now, but cooking on it, not too good on the Ashley. I'm not familiar. Is that just a brand? Is that like a mass? We used to have an Ashley wood stove, very efficient. Is that just the brand of wood stove? I'm not familiar with it. My wood stove, I've warmed up some meals on it, but I can't. Have I cooked on it? I think I may have tried. The problem with my wood stove is it's not really meant for cooking on. It doesn't have the cooking elements, a little round circle inlay that you can replace. The downside to cooking on a wood stove top that doesn't have the cooking insert is when you have liquids in a stainless steel pot. On top of that, you have this corrosive action that happens. If you do that often, the metal on the inside of your stove, the cast iron will start to, I forget what this is called. It's not osmosis. It's an electrolysis that takes place between the boiling water, stainless, and the cast iron. And that's why you typically on a cooking wood stove, you have the inserts that can be replaced. So the danger of cooking on a stove like mine with no insert is that the cast iron will start to form electrolysis and start to degrade and corrode on the inside of the wood stove. So that's the chance you take. Hopefully that made sense to you guys. My son is a sushi chef. Oh, Natal, that's nice. I have attempted to make sushi over the years, and mixed results. It's always nice eating somebody else's food. I think cooking for yourself is fun, but it's always tastier when somebody else cooks it. Okay, I got to take Ranger out. Come on, Ranger. You want to come out? When you come out, come on. Come on out. Come. Ranger, come on. Hey, buddy. Yeah, a little visitor friend on the deck there. For some reason, Ranger doesn't like to pass him. If a visitor is at the door, Ranger doesn't want to go out. So I kind of got to move the visitor away from the front of the door, and then Ranger will go out. I mean, they're buddies, but there's some turf issues as far as Ranger's concerned. Nothing serious, though, but... Okay. Where are we? Hooters has some awesome hot chicken wings, but I buy the bottled hot sauce in the store and make Hooters. I don't think I've been in a Hooters since I was like 19 years old. I vaguely recall when I lived in South Florida, what we used to call Fort Lickerdale. I vaguely recall going to Hooters and I was not that impressed. I don't think it was about the chicken wings. It was just, yeah, not my kind of venue, but it's definitely been a while. Are they still even up? I mean, is Hooters even a thing anymore? Definitely not a place I would go to nowadays, but that's just me. What did I miss here? Miss Racy speaks. Haven't used Timo before. I just know about Timo and it's cheap. Mr. Gas, meat at every meal makes you caveman. Yeah. I definitely need good quality meat in me, guys. You know, there's no ways I could ever be a vegetarian. It's just not going to happen. I definitely feel like I need massive chunks of meat up here. A strong lack of that lately. Okay. Mr. Racy speaks. Got that. I like the picture of your favorite ice cream. Oh yeah, guys. Behind me over here, I have a new art piece up here, guys. I got this for my birthday. Not sure if you guys can tell what that is. This is a hand-drawn depiction of my favorite ice cream, Haagen-Dazs. Look at that. Is that not good? Yeah. It came with a birthday card. I was very impressed. A young lady drew this by hand, and so now I have it below this wonderful icon here, you know, which depicts the stairway to heaven. For me, is through Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Yes, I know that's ridiculous, but I get hungry every time I look at. I lick my lips every time I look at my Haagen-Dazs picture now. I have a very nice postcard from one of our subscribers too, guys. If you ever want to write to me, you don't. This isn't me shilling. If you just want to send me a card, say hi. That would be great. I love letters. So this is from a subscriber. It's a Van Gogh card, so that's got a good spot there. Maybe if you can all send me cards, I could hang. This could be the subscriber card wall. I think that's. Let's see if we can start something new here. We could cover my beautiful, my beautiful OSB wallpaper here, which I spent thousands of dollars on, guys. Maybe we'll cover it with cards from subscribers. So, do it. Send me a card. Okay. Where are we? Mr. Gas, happy birthday. Thank you, Mr. Gas. It was a wonderful day of, well, you saw that day. I did laundry. I woke up, did laundry, cut a tree down, cut it up, stacked it. I felt like I did something else, another chore that day that may have not made it into a video, but that was my video, just me and Doggo hanging out doing the laundry. I think the last few years have been solo birthdays. Okay, Miss Racy speaks. Awesome drawing of the ice cream. I know. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. First time I saw it, I thought it was printed out, but no, hand-drawn. That'll be this stream's competition, guys. I'm giving away some pine nuts to the best hand-drawn dulce de leche ice cream. So send me your version of a hand-drawn dulce de leche ice cream, and the winner gets a pine cone from my secret woods. Okay. My mailing address is in the description to all my videos, by the way. You can find my P.O. box. John Northgrid Garage. Instead of having a door on the front of the wood stove, it's on the side, and you can stack it full. Lasts a long time, but not cook-friendly too much. Wow, a side-loading wood stove. Okay, I don't think I've... So it'll be on the flat side, along flat side is the actual door. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Cool. Whispering Vine Studio. Yeah, thank you. It is a great drawing. As a young lady who drew that for me. By young lady, I mean like not 15 yet, I don't think. Miss Racy speaks. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to OGW. Happy birthday to you. Many more. Thank you, Miss Racy. I appreciate it. It was a few days ago. Okay. Well, folks, did we lose some people here? Yeah, John of Garage, Fort Lickerdale. That was back in my sailing days. If you were anybody or anything in the yachting world, you would have found yourself in Fort Lauderdale. I mean, if you love the water, hot water, and beaches and swamps, big hot swamps, then Florida is the place for you. If you really enjoy mountains and any kind of interesting geography, Florida is not the place for you. Have you heard of St. Petersburg? Level Rocks restaurant used to work during night shift. John Off-Grid Garage, I've been through St. Petersburg many times over the years, but just passing through, never really hung out in St. Petersburg. I got to grab Ranger, guys and gals. It's little buddy is barking. What? What's going on here? Come on. Come, Ranger, come on. Come on. Come on, Ranger. Ranger, come. Come on, Ranger. Ranger, come in. Come get in. Hey, buddy. Good boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's funny. Ranger didn't want to come up on the deck and get in through the door because he was being blocked by this very skinny, emaciated puppy. He won't pass him on the deck. They've got to be separated in order for the door to be used. Whispering Vine Studio, I've cooked for years on my flat wood stove. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to. Well, it's not that you're not supposed to or can't. You can, but there's a reason why you'll see on like cook wood stove, and you've probably seen them over the years, there's a little round insert. And that's so when that corrodes, you can replace it. That's what happens. But, you know, if you're not cooking on a wood stove, I mean, if you'll cook, you can actually find out if you, next time you clean your stove, you know, get your eyes with a flashlight in, if you can see the underside of where you normally put your pots, look at the underside of that area in your stove, and you should, or get your hand in there, you should be able to feel the corrosion if there is any. Off-grid goes, cold weather, can I have some mean on our bones? Stay warm. Yeah, sorry off John Off-Grid Garage. I am trying to decipher you on that one. Cold weather, can I have some meat on our bones? Stay warm. Yeah. I think I know what you're saying, but not sure. Miss Racy speaks, I've been on boats when I lived in Florida. That was almost as big as a yacht. A lot of fishing on the ocean. Yeah, good times. I do enjoy or do miss saltwater fishing. I'm still an amateur on this freshwater stuff, but if you put me on a sailboat with some gear out in the ocean, I should be able to catch some fish. Mr. Gas, if you promise to use it only for your food stock and maybe an ice cream, I'll send you a birthday gift. If you promise to use it only for your food stock and maybe an ice cream, I'll send you a birthday gift. Okay. I don't know what else. Any scent that I get nowadays, guys, it's always food. It's dog food, whatever groceries I can afford, and gas. There is no my ability to frivolously spend on some kind of fun thing ended, I don't know, maybe last year, August, June. I mean, it's been every little cent I've received through, YouTube. And when I say YouTube, I mean support during streams. Every cent just goes to food and gas, if I'm lucky. And, okay, I forgot. There's the Starlink internet. That's actually my biggest cost. So the only way I'm staying connected is because of the stream and you guys helping out. It's that simple. I don't have any kind of retirement income or sideline gig. I've survived completely off this stream and you guys supporting the stream. The amount of money I make on YouTube, some people for some reason think that I make money on YouTube. I haven't received a payment from YouTube for videos for about 3 months. YouTube only pays creators out when you reach $100, and I haven't seen $100 from YouTube in 3 months. So I survive solely on the stream and you guys supporting me. So it's just food and groceries, Mr. Gas. So whatever you send will be spent on food or gas. Thank you, Mr. Gas. Anyways, where were we? Jonathan Gray, license plates. Did I miss something there? Cold weather can have. That's where me and my husband John got married in St. Petersburg. How long ago did you guys get married? How long have you been married, Miss Racy, if you don't mind me asking? Jason Allen, how do we send? Jason Allen, greetings. How's it going? Good to see your name pop up there. How do we send? Jason Allen, if you're talking about support, if you look in the description to the stream, I'm not sure if you watched this entire stream or just jumping in now, but let's just say I found a wild puppy up here, and I'm asking anybody who can right now to help me out with some extra dog food. I put a few links in the description to this video for some bags on Amazon of dog food, the dog food that I use, and some wet food for this new puppy. He's, I think, got a tender stomach right now, and the dry kibble that I have might be a bit of a struggle for him. We're trying to fatten him up. This poor little pup is either been abandoned or lost for several weeks now. He's just skin and bones, so kind of low on dog food, and I think soft wet food would be best for him right now, but if you can help out, if that's what you're referring to, hopefully I didn't misread your message there. There are some links there, or you could use the PayPal link there, which would help me out with getting some extras for this pup and getting some food right now. I just dropped a link in a PayPal link, guys. If you do want to support in any way, I mean, any amount or not, feel free to use that PayPal link. But there are links for food that you can purchase on Amazon, and my address, my PO box address is in that description. So you could just redirect, if you want to buy that food on Amazon, just to redirect it to my shipping address. Sorry, Jason. Hopefully that's what you're asking. But welcome. Thank you. Jason Allen. Hey, by the way, buddy, did I miss something? Got a question? Something you want to tell me? Tom Hawk, sorry I missed the chat, but was listening in the background. No worries, Tom Hawk. 25 years married this year, November. Wow, guys, congrats. That's awesome. That is fantastic. Tomahawk Scout is the puppy's name. Jeez. Ranger, did you hear that? Ranger, are you ready? Do you want? Ranger, do you want a buddy? Do you want a friend up here? Are you going to be able? Ranger? Ranger, are you going to be able to tolerate another dog up here? I don't know, Tomahawk. Look at Ranger. Can you tell Ranger's concerned right now? He's like, I don't know about this. He's like, I kind of like being the only dog on the mountain. Well, what's he looking at? We've had a few deer the last few days, guys. Lots of deer lately. Let's just say I may or may not have some friendly treats for deers. But yeah, we have a lot of deer cruising the hood right now. Where were we? Whispering Vines, 25 years. Yeah, I know, isn't that awesome, guys? Staying married that long. Good times, bad times. Still there for each other. Congratulations, all of you guys who are there and can hang on to that. It's fantastic. Right, Mr. Gas. There's $100 for you. Enjoy yourself a big tub of ice cream. $100 can give me a lot of ice cream there. Thanks, Mr. Gas. I appreciate that. What, did you send that to PayPal or something? But thank you very much. That does give me a bit of relief. Straight away, automatically, I have a little bit of relief going to town tomorrow now that I may pick up a collar. It might not be just food. I might pick up the little guy a collar as well, and I definitely need to get some meat. I think I'm going to, wow, you got my mind blown right now. I think I'm going to pick up some meat so I can smoke some meat. I haven't done that for a while. I've got the charcoal. I might have to pick up a couple spices, but I might find a big roast and then cut it up and dry it out in the old smoker. Thank you, Mr. Gas. Family plan, congrats, Whispering Vine. Congrats, Whispering Vine. Did I miss something there for Whispering Vine? Whispering Vines, you were congratulating Miss Racy for 25 years? Family plan, OGW, I only spend money on the necessities. Cut to scene. OGW sitting in a convertible top-down Miata. Newly spontaneously purchased surfboard wedged into from the passenger seat. OGW peels out. Hey guys, I just want to say if I ever purchase a Mazda Miata, one of you guys, please come and visit me and punch me in the face, okay? Clearly, I've lost it if I ever purchase a Miata. It's like, I don't think grown men should be driving like a BMW Z3, those little like lady cars. I don't think a grown man should be in a Mini. Wait, hang on. Minis are cooler. I'm talking about the new Minis. New Minis not so cool. The old Mini, like 1960s Mini, 1950s Mini, fine. But no man should be in a little lady's car. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for that. Okay, Jim, scout the porch puppy. Or scout the porch mutt. Oh, you guys are really pushing the scout thing, huh? I don't know, guys. I don't know. You keep on pushing me naming the dog. You know, like I said, it's just going to mean I'm going to have to shill more. Every single stream, I'm going to be shilling for dog food. It's just amazing, you know. I maybe had 3 or 4 meals left for Ranger, but you know, two big dogs. I mean, Rangers. I've had to split these meals and the meal that the neighbor gave me. Some of the food, it's all gone in 2 days. So I don't know. It's gonna be a real challenge feeding 2 dogs, guys. That's a little bit of a worry. What you guys should be doing is encouraging me to be responsible. Okay. That's what a good friend would do for another friend, all right? You encourage your friend to do something responsible, not hang on to a cute puppy that lovingly stares into your soul and just wants to be loved on, okay? Come on, guys. You know this. Yeah, seriously, family plan. Please come over and punch me in the face if I ever buy a Mazda Miata. Just the name sounds wrong. Miss Racy speaks. My husband is 55. I'm 43. Wow, he likes him young, huh? Congrats. Yeah. Tomahawk. That is why Ranger is quiet, because he has a play buddy. Yeah, the two do. Ranger does a few extra runs and zoots around a lot faster with this guy around. That's for sure. I don't know. They're both males, and from what I can tell, this guy is not fixed either. I'm not saying scout. The puppy visitor is not fixed. So I don't know how that plays out, having 2 dogs that are not fixed, 2 males growing up. Clearly, Ranger has the advantage now. Could 2 male dogs, unfixed, be good buddies? Could there be potential issues? I don't know. I was that person who never wanted dogs, wasn't interested in having a dog. I'm kind of new to the owning a dog, being a pet owner. Let's just say I've got soft in my latter years. I was just thinking today again about hunting and taking game. I've never had a problem taking game and hunting, and I love grass season, but in the last year and a half, maybe 2.5 years, say 2.5 years, my desire to take critters is less and less. I just look at these critters differently now, and I was thinking about that yesterday, actually, as I was hiking around the mountain here. Like, what changed? What happened? And I could be wrong on this, but I think if I look at what happened around that time, was being baptized. I don't know if this is it. This might sound a little crazy, guys, but I think after my baptism, I kind of started looking at Bambi a little differently. It's not to say if I have to take Bambi, I'll take Bambi, but as a sport or as, it's that season, I'm not starving much. I just look at them differently. Even birds, I see grass all the time when I'm out. And a few years ago, if I saw grass, I'd quickly go grab my 22 and go back and look for it. But it's just that desire is kind of left in recent years. I'm not saying I won't do it if I have to, but it's just not as strong as it used to be. I don't know, am I babbling now? Family plan, okay, where we? Scott, the porch puppy, gotcha. Mr. Gas says, OGW, let me know that you get the dollars. Did you send it to PayPal? Gas. I can quickly check. I apologize, guys. I don't typically do this over stream. But since Gas is asking me, I usually check these things after the stream. So apologies. Okay, we're firing up the app here, Gas. I'll tell you in a minute. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Gas. I did. I'm assuming that's you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I got it here, and I see there's those today. I see there might be a couple more that came in today. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. But Mr. Gas with the big one. Thank you, sir. It'll definitely that will be turned into food tomorrow, and to prove it, I'll get a picture or maybe some video of me eating some more ice cream. Thanks, Mr. Gas. I see there's a couple other names there. I won't mention names since I'm sure your profile on YouTube is different to your names. But thank you, guys. There's two other ones there. Okay, where were we? Okay, sorry, guys. Trying to get back here. I think I might have to make my text even bigger now, guys. I've already upsized it like 4 times. I'm squinting now again. That's so strange. Miss Racy. There we go, Whispering Vines. Oh, Kevin, did I miss you there? Kevin is in stream here. I missed a whole bunch here. I apologize. I'm going back here. Kevin, good evening, everyone. Sorry for the late entrance. Had an interesting couple of weeks camping. Friend with me dealing with heat-related issues. I'm good, and we'll catch up later on your video. Kevin, good to see you, sir. I did actually think when I fired up the stream, usually you're the first person to pop in, and I did think this evening, I was like, oh, Kevin's not here. Thank you, Kevin. Miss Racy, Kevin, I did see the puppy clip earlier. A nice partner for Ranger. Oh, no. You guys are talking way too much about partners for Rangers. Mr. Artiford is in the house. Miatas are fun cars. They're like a go-kart that's street legal. Had one in the early 90s. A go-kart, yeah. Okay. Jason Allen, I sent 30 to you. Okay, that's what I saw there, Jason Allen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. I'm definitely, Jim, if you're still around, I'm definitely going to check on the animal shelter first and see if they can render any assistance. I'm thinking about like maybe deworming, even though I've been checking poop and so on. Maybe they can help out with something, and I'll get the full story there before I even look at a vet. I wouldn't put any of these funds toward a vet right now. It's I'd rather put them towards food, but But I'll definitely check on the animal shelter first. Where was I? Yeah, thanks, Jason. Whispering Vine Studio. Scout is a good name, and he seems to be quiet and stays with you. You guys. Everybody seems to be compelling me to name this dog Scout. Let's give it a few more days at least, guys, to see if any of the advertisements or anybody comes back looking for their dog, but we shall see. Ranger has already established his alpha male dog when they first met. Yeah. Do you think that'll, if they grow together, spend time together, that'll just continue into the future, that dynamic? I'm guessing it would. Miss Racy speaks, I was 19 when I met my husband. He was 31. I was wanted to marry a mature man, and he did build us a home. That's an awesome story, Miss Racy. Good for you. Jim, 2 dogs will chase the neighbor's sheep, so I've heard. One is easier to control. Fortunately, there's no sheep around here. Mr. Gas, I take 1 or 2 white-tail deer a year. Yeah, I have no problem with it, Mr. Gas. Just for the record, I have no problem with trapping as long as you trap like a man and not like a wuss, from the comfort of your pickup truck. That's not trapping. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. It's just my desire for it is kind of waned. But if I go into another winter like last winter, just scratching by here and food being a problem, I don't think I'm going to mess around this winter. I'll definitely take something. Family plan, Miss Racy, congrats. Mr. Gaskas, yes, sir, I did. Okay. Jason Allen, make sure mine sent 2. Okay, I'm getting a little confused now. Yeah, there were 2 donations along with Mr. Gas there. I don't want to. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be checking this stuff too much, guys, while we're in chat. It feels a little greasy when I got to check the cash as we're streaming. You know what I'm saying, guys, right? Yeah, there's 3 payments here, guys, that I've received since the stream. One was Mr. Gas's there, and there were 2 more there, and I can't even. Yeah. I'm sure you don't want me to say your names there, so yeah. If yours was, there's like a 10er and a 30er. So if yours are one of those, thank you. Appreciate it, Jason. I seriously do appreciate it, guys. Thank you. John Off-Grid Garage, hello there, Mr. Gas. Tomahawk, see previous comments. Okay. Ranger has already established his alpha male dog when they first met. Is that the one you're talking about? What else did I miss? Okay, the other one was hello, Mr. Ardiford. What did I miss there? Did I get all of them, Tomahawk? Family plan, Kevin. That heat index is no joke. Mr. Gas, I don't trust computer stuff. I agree. I know that sounds ridiculous coming from a guy who's streaming. I'm very skeptical because of many things. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of PayPal, but it's the only way I can receive any funds right now in any way. I actually have a card, an ATM card that works with PayPal direct. It's a PayPal ATM card, and it's the only way. It's a debit card. I can go and do groceries with that card, and it uses funds out of PayPal. Because my actual bank has zero. It's actually at a minus right now. I haven't used my real bank for months. There's nothing in there. So PayPal is the only game in town that allows me to have access to any support or funds like the day of. Like you could donate something now, and I can literally go to town now and have access to it. But I'm not a huge fan of PayPal. Some of the business practices or ethics, not ideal, but sometimes you just got to, I don't know, it's tough today, guys. I mean, there's a lot of platforms and companies I just don't use. They're on my no-go list, but there's one or two that are on a no-go list, but they're the only game in town. So it's like Walmart. Walmart is on my no-go list, and I haven't been to a Walmart for a long time, and I will never go back. Bank of America is another company. We'll never go back. I mean, I don't even really like having a bank. I have no use for a bank, but PayPal requires you to have a bank in order to even set up a PayPal account. Oh, which reminds me, guys, some of you have been mentioning I should try Rumble, and I've been a little hesitant, even though I signed up for Rumble, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Just never really used it. So I looked recently into Rumble a few days ago, and unfortunately for Rumble, in order for me to monetize my videos in Rumble, I need to have a working cell phone number, and I don't even have a cell phone number, guys. But they force you, in order to validate who you are and to monetize your videos so you can receive payouts, you have to have a valid cell phone number. So I use a VoIP number. So essentially, it's an internet number, but many companies will not accept a VoIP cell phone number. So I need to figure out, I may try and get, it's not a priority now, but I may try and get one of these Mint SIM cards and, do 3 months and use that number so I can at least, use it to sign up on Rumble. But there may be some potential on Rumble, and maybe we could dual stream there in the future. But yeah, I need to figure out a working cell phone number before I can do that. Okay. I think I'm behind on chat here. I apologize, folks. Oh, yeah, Mr. Gaskas, you're talking about not trusting computer stuff. I think I've mentioned this story before, folks, but just in a nutshell, I did step away from everything internet and computer for a few years, 4 years, maybe 3-4 years. I had to throw away my phone. Well, there were multiple reasons there, but I got rid of my phone, stepped away from YouTube. That's when I disappeared for a while there, and I just needed a break and to get away. And so I'm very cognitive of what's going on online, how it's being used nowadays. Nothing is for free online, guys. If it's for free, it's because you are the product. And of course, now we're stepping into a time where you are infinitely tracked on everything. What you like, what you say, what you do, where you are, who you communicate with, where you go. If you're using your smartphone for all those things, there's a massive database that is just being used to, and now, as times change politically, who knows what that information will be used for, but you will be profiled, and, for years now, it's all been about this information sold to marketers, people, companies who want to sell you products. Back in the day, an advertiser or a company would spend millions of dollars on a page in a magazine, and there's no guarantee that their potential customer would even open that page or look at that advertisement. But of course, with the internet now, they know exactly what your interests are. They know what you like, where you want to go, your favorite vacation spot, so they can target you. So that information is gold for companies, and it has been for years. I'm sure you guys know that, but just the idea of being used as a tool, be used as a resource every time I get online kind of doesn't sit well with me, but here I am streaming, so what do I know? And oddly, for a guy who streams and shares quite a bit about his life, I am quite a private person. I know that sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Oh yeah, where were we? I feel like I might be heading into a tangent now. When you guys drop these like juicy topics, but we'll stay away from them. Where were we? Treat yourself to some jerky. Miss Racy, I'm going to make, I think I'm going to look for a nice roast. Thank you to you guys. I'm going to find a nice big chunk of meat tomorrow at the supermarket. We're going to bring it back here and we're going to smoke and make our own jerky up here. So, yeah, you guys will see that. Family plan, get this man a set of Mr. Magoo glasses. Is it that obvious, guys? Can you see me like, hi guys, I can't see. You know, it's actually since I've been streaming, when I think about it, it's me squinting at a screen has damaged my eyes. Yeah, I've been thinking more and more about this topic, guys, because it's become more and more apparent in this recent month or two, literally, that something's going on here. And so it's not anything I've ever thought about, but I find myself now outside going like, do I need to be worried? Like, my eyesight is everything. And then you start thinking about, you know, when you lose your eyesight. I have a friend of mine who went blind as an adult, was some kind of eye disease. And, you know, they went blind as an adult, and that's quite a life-changing event, especially for a guy like me. Oh, hang on, we're sounding all depressed and down now, but yeah, that would be a tragedy for someone like me. But that's not what's happening. Did I read something wrong there, family plan? Is that why? Is that why you need to get me Mr. Magoo glasses? Is it that obvious? I have two sports cars, Camaro and Firebird. Camaro and Firebird, yeah, that's some good old American muscle right there. Not too. I grew up with watching a show called Knight Rider. I don't know if you guys know what show that is. Well, it was popular as a young man in South Africa growing up. I remember it was Knight Rider and the A-Team, and I don't know, whatever car Knight Rider had, was that a Camaro? I thought that thing was was a kit. I thought that was the coolest thing ever for a while there. John of Grid Garage, does your Camaro have a red light that does this? That'd be cool. Mr. Gas, you should have your eyes checked out. Oh, guys, you're telling me what to call my dog, and you're telling me to have my eyes checked out? There was a time I didn't have any food for 3 days. I didn't like to hurt my chickens, but had to do something to have something to eat. Went in the pot for chicken and dumplings, yeah. I had to do a little bit of that this winter with the quail. The only reason why I got to this winter was because of you guys. Yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned last stream, when I did my taxes for the entire year was like 9,200 or 9,600, was under 10 grand is the taxes that I filed. That's what I made for the entire year last year, $9,600. So, thank you guys. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. That's not a complaint, by the way, if you guys think I'm complaining, that's not me moaning or complaining. It's just, I guess I might be being a little too honest. Tomahawk, you missed a lot, so I gave to you a reminder to check your comments. So disregard it now, lol. Sorry, guys. I apologize. As soon as I start scrolling up and down here, I lose track of where I'm at. And, I don't know. I sound like an old man now. No comments, okay? Family plan. No, feel free to comment. Whispering Vine Studio, when I was widowed in my 40s, Bank of America was so awful to me. I will never go through them again. Yeah. As far as garbage banks go, Bank of America is at the pinnacle of garbage banks, garbage evil banks. I'd say closely followed by Chase Manhattan, closely followed by US Bank. All garbage. I find that credit unions are the only place to be. I wouldn't touch any bank again unless it has to be a credit union. I'm actually pretty happy with the credit union I've had now for a long time. It's just that there's no money in there. I've had a few payments, like small payments, come through, like automatic payments, which I've eventually shut down, like $19 here or $7 there, and each time I'm charged a fee. So that's why I'm in the minus now with the bank account. It's ridiculous. But I don't use my bank debit card is not in my wallet. So I've taken it out. I solely survive on PayPal donations, and one or two folks who have helped out with dog food and sent me some cards. Anyways, I won't babble on too much about that. Why did that even come up? Oh, yeah, banks. That's why. We're talking about banks. Yeah, I'd stay away from banks. Credit unions a good credit union is superior to any kind of bank. Okay. This show is brought to you by Palantir. That's no joke, Family Plan. That's no joke. Family Plan, don't get me started. Family Plan, that meat won't last the 3 days. Yeah. So the last time I made, when I do beef jerky or smoked meat here, and then I dry hang the meat, it takes 3 to 5 days for it to be, 5 days is the ideal point after smoking it that you want to start eating it. But you can start nibbling it on day 3. So the last time I did a nice little roast that I cut it up into chunks and had all these pieces drying out. By the end of day 3, after, curing and smoking them, at the end of day 3, the whole thing was gone. I'd eaten them all. So, yeah. I'm going to try and control myself this time, pace myself. Family Plan, your eyes are fine. Wash your hands before you touch your eyes. Family Plan, are you a germaphobe? Anyways. That's our lol Family Plan. Miss Racy speaks, my husband loved the TV show Knight Rider. Yeah. Yeah, those are the big ones for me growing up. Buck Rogers was my first memory of any television show. Growing up as a wee lad in South Africa, sitting in front of the TV with my Lego set. That was my biggest joy as a young man, was sitting in front of the TV with my Legos. And Buck Rogers is the earliest TV show that I can remember that I loved, followed by Knight Rider and then the A-Team. I don't know if there's nothing that comes to mind after those 3. I had several of them cars, 82 Trans Am. Where is the 200 metric transmission that would get it Garnet Road down the road? Okay, I think I know what you're saying there. Tomahawk Kit stole that red eye from Cyclones on Battlestar Galactica. Oh, yeah. Was that a TV show or was that a movie? Battlestar Galactica. No, that was... I vaguely recall that. Why do I do remember Battlestar Galactica. I think that may have been one there as well that I may have watched. Forgot about that. Yeah, that was a good one. For some reason, did they turn that into a movie or something? I don't know. John F. Garage, yeah, I don't have any more of them 82, just 95 models. Had an 84 Nissan. Yeah, those early Nissans were pretty sporty. It was those Nissans, and I think I mentioned I had a Mazda RX-7 with I think it was one of the first little sports cars with a rotary engine. Back in my day when I was pretty, cool. I couldn't afford a real sports car, so that was actually, I think that might have been the first car I ever bought in the US. I was in my early 20s. And yeah, it was the first car I ever bought in America. I bought that Mazda, a red, blood red, no, it was a bright red. A bright red Mazda RX-7 in good old Fort Lickerdale. Hang on a second, yeah. Tom Hawk, are you still shilling for the Scout? Thumbs up for OGW, Ranger, and Scout. Oh, guys, come on now. Come on. On a serious note, feeding 2 dogs for me is something serious I have to consider. It's a big responsibility, huge responsibility. John F. Garage, yeah, PayPal, or I put all the money on my credit card cashback. Oh yeah, I don't. I cut up credit cards about 8 years ago. Yeah, it was the last time I even came close to sniffing a credit card was 8 years ago. 8? Yeah, about 8 or 10 years ago. Snip, snip. I don't know. I might have had 3 or 4 of them. Cut. Never looked at one again. Hit thumbs up or buttons up, button up. Yeah, guys, everybody listen to Miss Racy Speaks, all right? Thank you, Miss Racy. Whispering Vines, good night all. It's been fun. Whispering Vines, thank you. Appreciate it. It's good to get to see you and have you on the stream again. All the best. Cheers. Have a good week. A productive week. John of Grid Garage, I wish I could help you with more solar so you could run a fridge. Yeah, John of Grid Garage, I think, I feel like I'm okay. I have a very minimal setup over here. I'm really grateful for my little refrigerator. I have one of these IceCo. It's an IceCo 12-volt fridge cooler. It's not very big. It's like a couple foot by a foot. But it's kind of the real deal. It has a physical compressor. And it's run for the last year and a half, couple years. And I'm very grateful for it. It was kind of costly for me at the time. It's not something I ordinarily would spend money on. But, I lived up here for a year and a half or 2 years without any kind of refrigerator, trying to just do it on like the occasional bag of ice and a cooler. And that's really rough eating good without a refrigerator and not having a town that's 5 minutes away. It's really, really tough not having refrigeration. But I guess I could upgrade and have a better situation and if I could have like a larger fridge, I might be inclined to take a deer if I could actually refrigerate it. Of course, winter, it's not so much of a problem, but it's really tough for me to keep big chunks of meat at all in a refrigerator. Anyways, I think we might be kind of cruising to the end of the stream here, guys. We don't all have to get off now, but I think we'll start winding down. It is getting late for a lot of folks. It's 8 o'clock here, so I don't know, what is it, 9, 10 on the East Coast? I wish I could help with more. So, okay, we got that one. Tomahawk, lol. I own Buck Rogers in the 21st century every season on DVD. Seriously? Tomahawk, that's awesome. I think I might have to, maybe after stream today, when I read some messages, checked in on your message there, maybe I'll see if I can find some free episodes online somewhere. That might be a fun little bit of nostalgia to go down. I think a few months ago, actually another show I used to enjoy was Magnum PI, and a few months ago I found a few episodes of Magnum PI, and I remember it being so cool. The idea getting out in your kayak and go kayak in the morning just off the beach where you live was kind of cool. Obviously, the Ferrari was cool. Tropical island. It's just as a young man that definitely appealed to me. But I recently saw some episodes. By recently, I mean a few months ago, and it just seems so cheesy. I'm sure Buck Rogers is probably going to seem pretty cheesy now if I watch it, but I'll see if I can find an episode or two somewhere. It might be fun to check it out. Mr. Gasgas, Pamela Hensley. Oh yeah, Battlestar. I'm not sure. I don't have a picture in my head. I'm guessing an actress. I'd have to look at that, Mr. Gasgas. I don't have the face right now, but it would be awesome. It would be awesome if there could be a way to help Ojiboli get a way to run a fridge, even if it's a small one. Yeah. I don't know. I have over the years looked at like a smaller top loader, 12-volt fridges, something I could run. They're not cheap. I think like you need to get in it at like $800. I don't know, maybe $600 at its lowest, $800 for a reliable compressor-driven 12-volt fridge. I don't know what you guys have, but that's kind of expensive. It's just not even like in my zone of reality right now. But I mean, a larger fridge would give me some more options for storing meat that I take. But anyways, thank you, Miss Racy. Family Plan. Battlestar was a TV show. They made another version in 2006. Okay. Tomahawk Battlestar Galactica was a TV show and started as a TV movie on Movie Night back in the 70s. Yeah. So I don't know which one that I recall. Must have been this. I think it was the original one, because I'm having to dig back into my, maybe when I was 10 years old, 10, 12 years old. Might be my first recollection of that. That Maximilian was a crazy thing. I don't, was that in Battlestar or a TV show? I don't remember that. Tomahawk, good night, Whispering. Okay, you got that. Miss Racy speaks. We have one credit card and it's for emergencies only, like food or gas or doctor's appointments. The co-pays and prescriptions. Yeah, I got you. I mean, I understand. It's pretty tough for people in Western civilization, particularly the States. This is we have a structure built around debt and being in debt. In order for you to get loans, you need to be debt or have had debt at some point. I'm not going to go into this, guys, but none of it makes sense to me. I know for a lot of folks, it's if it's the only game in town that you've only ever known, and the entire system forces you into that game, it's really hard to think outside of the box, or I know it's hard to get out of the box. I understand that. But having said that, the system is still garbage. The whole idea of, in order to get a loan, we need to look at your credit score. And in order to have a credit score, you must have had to loan money at some point and pay it back. Do you see the loop here, guys? It's like they force you into the system that just keeps most, I'm saying Americans, but a lot of Western countries suffer from this, but particularly in the US, this system of just, usury and debt and keeping you enslaved. It's, okay, I'll reel myself in now, guys. It's getting dark in here. Do we need to make things a little brighter? Let's turn it up. Where am I? I should know this by now, guys. I should be faster with all this stuff. Whoa. No, we don't want that. It's getting grainy, guys. Getting dark. Dark outside. Apologies for the graininess. It's the best I can do right now. Family Plan, good night, OGW and friends. Family Plan, good to have you on tonight, man. I appreciate you guys, and thanks for the good chats. You guys have a good one. Cheers. Tomahawk, Twiggy. Yeah, okay, I remember. That was the little robot, the bobbed robot, Twiggy. Yeah. Buck Rogers in the 21st and a half, was it 21st and a half century or something? I don't know. I'm digging deep into memories right now. John of Garage, could you receive packages or what they charge you, Tana, you in Canada? Not sure. Are you asking me if I can receive packages? I mean, I have a mailing address and I can receive packages at that mailing address. It's a PO box. It's in the description to the video. I receive packages and dog food, boxes of dog food at that address all the time, if that's what you're asking me. Kevin, I'll rewatch this later. Driving at the moment. Have a good night. Kevin, thank you, mate. You be safe. I appreciate you listening to this while you're driving, mate. You be safe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers. Tomahawk, good night, Family Plan. I sent a Canadian friend a gift. They tried to charge him, but somehow I got out of it. We have a unique fridge, 24 or 12 volt. That's interesting. John of Grid Garage. I'm not in Canada, right? Is that so? I don't know. Are you in Canada? I forget. I'm not in Canada. And I know sometimes, the Canadian government likes to take their massive chunk off of everything that crosses their, they don't want to pay a big chunk for what comes in here, but they do want to pay a big chunk or grab a chunk when it goes in there, from what I understand. Have a good night, OGW and everyone. Natal, thank you. It was good to have you on tonight again. You have a good evening. Miss Racy speaks. Good night, Natal. Natal, it was fun. Mr. Gasgas, get yourself something to eat, and good night, all the OG family. Mr. Gasgas, thank you. I really appreciate big dono tonight. That will definitely get me a roast and some groceries. I appreciate that, Gasgas, seriously. And I'm still looking forward to wearing my fancy boots when things start getting cold in winter again. I often think about my boots sitting there in that box waiting for me. So thank you for those again. I know I already thanked you, but thank you again. Appreciate it. Tomahawk, good night, Kevin. Jonathan, Maximilian was a crazy character, gruesome show. I didn't like it. Movie. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. Tomahawk, did it. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to shut it down right now. Everybody's jumping off. I got to jump off too. I'm actually starving. I've had a couple coffees today, and dinner right now will be the first meal of the day. So I'm definitely hungry. I think Ranger, we're going to squeeze some more dog food out of what I had and go from there. So thank you, guys. Everybody who watched tonight, everybody who jumped in. I really appreciate you guys, and we shall see you next weekend. I don't know, Saturday or Sunday. Stay tuned. I appreciate all of you guys. Miss Racy, Tomahawk, I'm going to check your GAB once I shut down here and get dinner going. I'll log in, Tomahawk. So anyways, guys, thank you. We'll see you next weekend, and have a good weekend. Have a safe weekend, everybody. and be good to each other. Jonathan Gage, I don't much like credit cards, but when I put money aside for a project, I'll stick the money in there and don't touch it. Yeah, well, if you're disciplined, don't touch it at all there to pay a bill or whatever I'm trying to save to buy. Yeah, I hear you, man. You know, we've got to do what we got to do. I just say from a debt perspective or getting into debt, everybody needs to do less of that because it is a form of slavery. Debt is modern slavery. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Tomahawk, thank you. We'll see you guys next week. Take it easy. Cheers. And Ranger says cheers too. He's right there. Ranger, say cheers. Ranger says cheers. Good night, guys.